Okay, so for today's class we're going to be lying down. So clear your space, make sure you've got something nice to lie on, your mat or a blanket or something. And then make your way down to your space, to your ground, lying down flat, legs extended. Bring your heels towards the edge of your mat or further than hip distance apart, palms facing up, and give a little bit of space between your palms and your sides, so a little bit of space through the side body. Feel your head reaching away from your hips. Maybe you want to tuck your chin a little bit. And take one deep breath. Settling into your body, into your practice, and into your space. And we're going to start with a 3-part yogic breath. So bring your fingertips onto your belly. You can rest your elbows down on the ground. And inhale, feel your stomach rise. Exhale, relax. We're going to do that again. Inhale. Exhale, relax your stomach. Now bring your fingertips to either side of your rib cage. And inhale again into your belly, feel it rise. And then draw that up to your chest, to your rib cage. Feel your rib cage expand, and then exhale, relax your chest, relax your stomach. Again, inhale, stomach, chest. Exhale, relax your chest, relax your stomach. Good. Alright, bring your fingertips up onto your shoulders or your collarbone, relaxing those elbows. Inhale into your stomach, chest, and now up into your shoulders, feel your shoulders rise. Exhale, relax the shoulders, chest, and belly. Again, inhale, rising through the belly, the chest, up to the shoulders. And exhale, relax your shoulders, chest, and belly. Bring your hands back down to the ground, palms facing up, and take a few more of these breaths to yourself at your own pace. Inhaling as it rises through you, belly, chest, and shoulders. And exhaling as you relax each part down, shoulders, chest, and belly. Deep breaths. Letting the exhale help you sink down into your body, into your joints, into your ground. Feeling where your body most meets the ground, where that pressure is, where you know that you're grounded. And also with your awareness on your breath, feeling how it moves through your body, how your body feels. And how you draw in the air from around you, how the air feels on your skin, maybe the sounds that are carrying in it. Really centering yourself in your space and in your body. On your next exhale, move back into your normal pace of breathing. And we're going to bring our heels together on the mat, keeping our legs stretched. Reach your arms up overhead on the ground. Point your toes, stretch your hands away from your feet, big stretch, inhale. Exhale, relax. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Hold onto the backs of your thighs under your knees, bending those knees. And we're going to start to circle these knees to circle into the hips. So keeping the legs together, start to circle around. feeling how that affects your pelvis. Maybe it eases out, it's rocking out, rolling out that base of the spine. Try to use the exhale still to sink down deeper, relaxing your feet and your knees and those hips, not holding into the hips, using the hands maybe more to roll around. And reverse those circles, so moving those circles in the opposite direction. Also feel your head relaxing, letting go of your neck. Feel free to open your eyes or close your eyes. If you're opening your eyes, just let your eyes fall wherever they want to. Looking at colours, shapes, but not judging anything. Letting your awareness be relaxed. Alright, pausing your legs at centre, take your knees out away from each other, circling back on in. Again, feeling how this movement, these circles in the knees, how it affects your pelvis, your lower spine. Try to let go of any clenching in your belly. Let your belly be relaxed. Relax those feet and ankles. And reverse those circles with the knees, so taking them in, out and around. Deep breaths. As well as feeling for your impulse to look around or close your eyes. Feel for that impulse to sigh or yawn, or feel any extreme, maybe any intense feelings rising up, and letting all of that pass on through you. So sigh, yawn, do anything that you want to do to let that pass on out. Alright, bringing those knees back into center, release your hands. And then you can keep your legs in more of a right angle to the ground if that feels better, or keep them bent close to you and start to circle into those feet and wiggle your toes at the same time. Maybe you want to join your fingers in so that it's all connected. Maybe you get the impulse to do that. And reverse those circles, so really feel like you're stretching out your feet. Feel in the soles of the feet, the balls of the feet. Really bring the attention even into the heels. Good. Alright, relax those feet. Cross your ankles over. Hold onto your shins. Tuck your chin in and then rock on up to a comfortable cross-legged position. So you can sit on the edge of a cushion to lift your hips on up if that feels a little bit better, or just settle on into whatever comfortable seated position feels good. And bring your hands onto your knees or towards this kind of area. We're going to start to circle the body around. So starting off with the body, the torso kind of in a straight position, kind of keeping the spine still. Of course your body's going to want to move side to side, rocking around that spine, let that happen, but just kind of gentle, subtle movements right now. Finding that exhale and finding whether you want to open your eyes or close your eyes. Might change every second. Let your gaze be gentle and reverse those circles around, so moving the opposite direction. Breathing deeply. Good. Coming to center, and we're going to go back around the first way, but this time really taking the chest forwards, arching it forwards, taking around to the side and then arching back. So moving into this chest like you're circling this upper back around. Rolling around with your breath. Really finding that range of motion to ease out any tensions. And reverse your circles, moving in the opposite way. Deep breaths. Even feel if you might want to close your mouth and make a kind of singing noise, a humming noise. Like when you've tasted food that feels good and you're But just feel if anything like that wants to come out and don't be embarrassed. Alright, coming back into center, straight spine, reach up high with these fingertips, look on up to the sky. Exhale, bring the fingertips down beside you, dropping the chin but reaching the back of the neck up, stretching out, and then inhale, reach on up, make a movement out of it. You can even drop the elbows down as you come down. As you exhale and then reach on up. Exhale, move it down. Feeling the stretch in those shoulders and the neck. As you reach the shoulder blades down, the chin down, but the back of the head feels like it's pulling up. Inhale one last time. Reach up high. Exhale, drop it down. Good. Alright, let's reach off to one side, into the fingertips, onto the elbow if that feels better. Reaching up and over into the side stretch. You can look up to the sky if you want to, but keep both sit bones planted. Exhale, move back through center. And to the other side. Inhaling as you reach. Exhaling as you curve back through center and move to the other side. Keep it moving. Feel like you're swaying in the breeze. One last time each side. And to the other side. Good, coming back through center, straight spine, bring those hands onto the shoulders, and we're just going to twist around. Don't stop here, move through to the other side. Trying to look behind you a little bit. Maybe again you want to close your eyes and feel this in your body, or feel if you want to look and see what you can see. Good, coming back to center and either swing those legs around or rock on over up onto your hands and your knees. Either keeping the legs close together, toes touching, or keep those toes touching and bring your knees out towards the sides of your mat further than hip distance. We're moving into child's pose, so sitting on down into those hips, plant the palms down, long arms, relax the head, the forehead down onto your mat. Feel that awareness of your forehead sinking down, connecting into your mat. This might be the only time in your day where your forehead is connected to the ground. Just feel that, draw awareness to that for a moment, as well as reaching back towards those heels with your hips. Long spine, deep breaths. Feel the space in your torso as you reach those arms forwards. Good, alright, come back up onto your hands and your knees. Make sure your wrists are stacked underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Untuck your toes if they're tucked, and we're going to move into cat-cow. So inhale, reaching the chest forward. Really feel that heart center pulling through and forwards, and then exhale, curve up the spine, press the fingertips down, feel the tops of your feet on the ground, and then moving back through, inhale. Really feel that space in your belly as you exhale as well, and reach it up. So different spaces in your body. Inhale. Exhale, curve on up. Good. One last time. Inhale, reach. And exhale, curve on up. Good. Walk your hands further forwards, moving into puppy pose rolls. So inhale. Exhale, dropping that chest down in between your shoulder blades, sinking down, hips reaching up high. Once you reach the bottom, inhale, scoop on up into the belly, and then roll forwards through your spinal wave to reach your chest through into that kind of cat-cow, reaching forwards position, and then sinking down. So moving through these waves, inhaling as you roll forwards, exhaling as you curve back. One more time, roll it forwards. Exhale, sink it down. Let's take a pause here, deepening that exhale and deepening the stretch, the sinking down towards the ground. Sinking down into your joints, relaxing those knees and ankles and hips as you breathe. And then come on up. Restack those wrists underneath your shoulders, but keep reaching the hips forwards and down to come into a cobra position. You can keep the toes tucked or untuck them, reaching the chest up high. Few breaths here. Plant those fingertips down, spread them out, feel the strength in your arms. If this is too much, come down onto your forearms, onto your elbows, pulling the chest through as you feel the elbows pulling back. Keep the knees facing down. One more breath. And then tuck the toes. We're going to bend the knees and sit back into downwards facing dog, bent knees. The only pose we're going to do, kind of standing upright more. Really relaxing into those heels, spreading out the fingertips, long spine. So as we're kind of more standing than we will be for the rest of the class, feel the stretch in your calves and spread out your toes as you feel the grounding on those feet. One more deep breath. And then rock forwards and down onto those knees, untuck those toes, make sure those knees are hip distance apart, and we're going to bring the hands to the lower spine, wrapping the fingertips around, reaching the chest up and back into camel pose. Try to feel those elbows drawing together. Opening up to the sky, relax your neck, but don't let it drop back, just reach it away. Good, and then sit on down onto those heels. So sit off to one side onto the ground and then swing those legs out in front of you. So find that grounding on those sit bones. The feet can be close together or a little bit separated, hip distance apart, flexing the feet towards you. Lift on up in the arms, feel the opening in your chest, inhale. Exhale, we're folding forwards, really gently, not forcing anything, seeing as we haven't done a lot of leg work, so it's only real gentle of a stretch. Reaching for those shins, ankles, or holding onto the feet this time for that extra grounding and support. So keeping the spine reaching long. We're only going as far as we can keep this spine long. For a moment, deep breaths. Every exhale, feel a little lengthening, a little relaxing in those hamstrings. Maybe as you go, you want to curve the spine a little bit more, relaxing down that straightness until you can relax your elbows down, bending into the arms. And maybe you want to relax those feet a little bit. Now relax the head. And take a few deep breaths, just crouching, bending over these legs, relaxing your spine into the gentle stretch. Maybe you feel like you can move a little bit deeper, but don't force anything. If you feel any real pain, move back out. And let's take one more deep breath. And come on up. Sweep those fingertips behind you, 1 foot, 2 feet distance, and then either bring your feet on in, and we're going to move into reverse tabletop, or keep those legs out, lengthened, and move into reverse plank by lifting up your hips and drawing your feet down. So long line in the spine, reaching the head away. Breathing. Planting down those fingertips. One more deep breath. And sit on down. Good. So move to face the long edge of your mat and walk your legs into a nice little angle, moving into a wide leg stretch, but only a real gentle, really subtle one. So only a little angle, and then just reaching your hands forwards. We don't need to reach for the legs today. So you can come down onto your elbows if that's what feels good for you. You can even reach forwards with your arms. So wherever you feel that gentle stretch that just feels nice, like you're just having a nice stretch, really move into that position. And refine that deep breath. See if you were holding your breath and then let it go. Feel easy. Letting those sighs, those yawns, those deep breaths rise up. Feeling the contact with your body and the ground. Feel the relaxation moving into each of your joints and your toes, your ankles, knees, hips, up through your spine, your shoulders, and into your wrists maybe. Especially your neck. And then move to stand with the body anyway. Rise on up straight with that body. So let's keep the left leg reaching out. Draw in the right leg close to you. The angle with the lengthened leg can be a little more to the side if you're ready for that now. Reaching your arms wide, inhale. Exhale, folding sideways up over the lengthened leg, maybe elbow coming down, reaching towards that foot. Reaching up and over, so maybe you're still up high because we want to make sure that the sit bones are all planted down, grounded, and we're just reaching out of those hips with the torso, reaching sideways only as far as feels good for you right now to ease your relaxation. And we're going to move back on up, still facing the way you're facing. Draw the lengthened leg forwards directly. And move that bent in leg to the inner thigh. Reach on up with the body, inhale. Exhale, folding forwards from this chest, reaching over the leg. Again, only as far as feels good for you. Making sure this foot is flexed and we're reaching forwards. So deep breaths. Maybe you want to have a look at your foot. Doesn't matter what it looks like, but just drawing your awareness to this part of your body. Relaxing that spine and neck. Alright, come on up. And now if possible, see if you can reach your ankle across that thigh. If not, just leave it where it is and maybe move back into that forward stretch. And then focus your attention on the lengthened leg foot instead. But for those of us who can reach the foot across, just if it's available, hold on to the foot, maybe hold onto the ankle with the other foot, and let's start to circle the foot around. If it feels alright for you, if that feels comfortable, bring your palm onto the balls of your feet and really appreciate and draw awareness into that connection. So circling the foot. If you want to go deeper, you can draw each of your fingers in between your toes and see how far down your finger you can go, so how far you can stretch out those toes, and then circling that foot around. So this is a really good exercise, a really good movement position to stretch out that foot. We're in shoes normally that really clench the foot together, and it's not how we're designed to be. So if we get the opportunity to stretch out those toes, really take it, it's so good for you. reverse those circles. So again, if your foot can't reach over your thigh, just focus on circling the lengthened leg foot. Maybe if you're stretching down, you can see if you can put those fingers in between the toes of that foot. So there's always adaptations to positions for you. There's no set position. Everyone's got unique bodies. So taking a position that your body appreciates is what it's all about. Alright, so let's release that foot and then take that leg out to the side and then draw in the other leg. Wide arms, inhale. Exhale, folding over sideways as far as feels good. Reaching up out of those hips, hip bones planted. Feel the pressure where your body meets the floor. Feel the imprint of yourself on your yoga mat, on your blanket, on your floor. Letting go of any need for a specific shape, any expectations of perfection, and realize that you're just a body stretching and really taking whatever movement, whatever position feels best. Alright, so coming back up, draw that lengthened leg forwards and readjust so that the other foot is onto the thigh. We're going to reach on up with those arms, inhale. Exhale, fold it forwards. And find that stretch. Maybe you want to relax your head. Look off to one side, to the other side. Feel which side your head naturally wants to turn to. Good, alright, so let's come on up, and again we're going to repeat that toe stretching, foot releasing exercise. So if you can, reach the foot across the thigh. If not, focus on the lengthened leg. And we're just going to first of all hold the ankle with one arm, with the one hand, and the foot with the other. Maybe you want to put your palm against the ball of your foot and just start to circle that foot, so releasing into the ankle. And taking deep breaths, remember to breathe. Feel your sit bones and your calf of the lengthened leg and your thigh. Feel where it meets the ground. Really grounding down. Reverse those circles with the foot. Good. Alright, so let's see if we can take these fingers in between the toes of whichever foot you're working on and start to circle the foot again. Keep breathing. Feel where your breath wants to hitch and get stuck, and let it go. Alright, reverse those circles. Good. Alright, so release that foot. Maybe you want to stretch both feet in front of you. Have a little wiggle of those toes, see how they feel. Maybe you want to move the feet in circles. And just have a little look at how you feel now. And then move your feet and your body back towards the front of your mat. We're going to reach on up with the arms and then walk the feet back in towards you, bending into those knees, bringing your hands around your knees or the backs of your thighs. You can even clasp your hands together around your knees, whichever feels better for you. And then we're going to inhale, reach the chest up through like a cat-cow position. Exhale, curve it back. As you curve back, flex your feet towards you. Inhale, stretch your feet and stretch your chest on up, keeping your toes down. Exhale, curve it back. Flex those feet onto the heels. So we're moving through those feet that we just stretched and the back. So reaching forwards as you lift your heels off the floor if you can. Feel the stretch in your feet. Exhale, curve it back, flex them. One last time, reach it up. We're almost through with the class. Few last poses now. Exhale, reach it down. Plant your feet, plant your hands beside you as you roll all the way down, keeping your feet on the floor, knees bent. Walk your feet hip distance apart if they're not already. Plant your hands down beside you. And we're going to lift those hips up into bridge pose. So taking those hips up into bridge pose. Feel your feet, feel the cushioning of your feet planting down, your fingertips planting down. Your hips reaching up, so your glutes squeezing together underneath you. Long spine, head reaching away from those hips. Maybe you want to tuck the chin a little bit more. Deep breath. And if you want to, you can clasp your hands behind your back, tucking your shoulders in a little bit more, reaching the hips a little bit higher. But remember to feel those toes and feel those fingertips. Keep breathing. Few more breaths here, working into this strength. And then staying where you are with the hips and the legs, bend the elbows and then bring the hands, the palms, the base of your spine just at the top of your pelvis, fingertips reaching around your body. So that you've got some support in this bridge. Maybe you want to bring half the support into your hands and half is still lifting you up in your own glutes and your hips. If it feels a little bit painful on the arms. If it is painful on the arms, obviously take it down, come back into bridge pose. But if not, take all the weight into your hands. See how the belly feels. Can you let go of any clenching? Can you let go of anything in the ankles and the toes? Feel a relaxation through those joints. Relax into the spine a little bit more. Relax the neck. Good. Alright, take the weight back into those hips, squeeze the glutes, release the arms, and roll back down one vertebrae at a time from the top to the bottom. Let's reach the arms up a little bit. Release those elbows if there was a lot of tension there. And then lift up the right foot and cross the thigh over the left. Reach the arms into a T shape and then let those knees fall towards the left side. Looking over opposite shoulder if that feels good for you. Making sure you've got space around you. You can always adjust the arms to bend the elbows if you haven't got a lot of space. Not all of us have, I don't. So just looking over the shoulder and twisting down into the hips to twist that spine. Deep breaths. Let any feeling that arises arise and wave and pass through you. Don't ignore it. Maybe it's trying to tell you something. But just let it be felt without any fear or judgment. Alright, let's move back through center, uncross the leg and then cross the left over the right. Keeping both knees bent. Let those legs fall towards the right side, looking over the left shoulder. Again, maybe see if you can feel your body and where it meets the ground. The pressure, maybe the softness, the cushion type of feeling from your body to ground you down. See if you can feel your breath, how it feels in your body moving through you. Can you feel all the way from your toes, up through your legs, through your spine, your chest, to your fingertips, and up across your face? Can you feel the air around you and your skin? and the sounds in the air. Let's come back up through center. Uncross those legs. Bring the legs together and then open out the knees. Bring the soles of the feet together into a reclining Baddha Konasana. You can have your hands on your hips, on your belly, on your chest, out to the side, up above, wherever feels best. Really anywhere. Maybe you want to explore different areas. Have a look whether you want to open your eyes or close them. Anything is up to you. But draw that awareness back to the deep breaths and how the exhale feels. So this will be our last official pose before Shavasana. So take it for yourself however you want. With deep breaths, and letting every feeling come and go. Alright, stretch out those legs towards the edges of your mat, feather and hip distance apart, palms facing up, relax your arms. Give some space between your arms and the sides of your body, relax your spine and then draw your neck along, maybe tuck your chin a little bit. Take one deep breath and exhale, sink into Shavasana, final relaxation. So we've really connected with the ground, lying down, reclining today. But see if it feels any different to how you started. We're in the same pose that we were at the start. Is your outlook any different? Do your joints feel any different? It's okay if they don't. Do you know anything that you didn't know before? By just letting it arise and come to you. Or maybe you just took a little time out of your day for yourself. Everything is good. So just with your awareness on your breath, on your body, on how you feel for a few moments before we finish. Really taking this moment just to lie here and give yourself that. Alright. Let's bring those heels together on the mat. Palms reaching up overhead on the mat. Stretch your toes. Point your hands. Reach them away. Exhale, relax. Bring the knee into the chest. Roll over onto the side. And then come up to a comfortable seated position. Slowly, carefully make your way back into your day, into your room. Good. Alright. So thank you for joining in this class today. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you're feeling a little bit more relaxed, or however you're feeling. And I hope to see you again next time.